Align Natural Health, and happy January. I can't believe it's 2024 already. And January is a really important time, and it's a time where a lot of people will start to focus on making changes to their health. And so we've had a lot of new clients over the last couple of weeks sign up to a program and to work with us. And I wanted to share with you because there's been some common concerns that we've seen and also some common questions. So a lot of people ask, how is frequency medicine different? So I'm going to share a bit about that today as well. And so the common concerns, and I'm sure that many of you, this isn't different because these are things that I was frustrated in the past with as well. And one of the big ones is you go to your doctor because something's not feeling right. You've got symptoms that you didn't have before. Maybe there's changes to your mood or changes to your period, or really anything that just doesn't feel like it did before. And in my experience in the past, the doctor will run all kinds of tests, which a lot of our clients experience as well. But when the tests come back normal, the answer is either, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with you. Maybe it's all in your head, which is a horrible feeling. I've experienced that in the past too. And it's not a good place to be in because you know that something's not right. You know your body best. So if you're feeling like something's not right and you go for help and the person that you're expecting that will help you and that you've been brought up to believe is the solution, is the answer, is going to give you the answers, says to you, "Oh, your blood work's normal. There's nothing wrong with you." Or the other classic one is, "Well, things are not really where they should be, but let's just watch it and wait." If you're not feeling good, that's not what you wanna do. You're not wanting to watch it and wait until things get bad enough until a medication can be prescribed. And doctors absolutely serve a very important purpose in our lives. When there's any kind of emergency, I'm very grateful that we have emergency rooms and that we do have emergency medicine. But when it comes to symptoms or things that have been going on for a while, or if you're a female, things that start to come up around your cycle, or as you're getting into your late 30s and into your 40s and closer to menopause, this is for males as well. Hormones are a really complicated thing that's really underappreciated by medicine in general. And a lot of the times it's that the testing that's needed to figure out what's going on from a medical perspective, if something comes up, they have to explore it. And so if they don't know what to do or how to deal with that, I've been referred to many specialists in the past. Oh, we'll just send you to an endocrinologist, or oh, we'll just send you to a gynecologist, and still didn't get the answers that I was looking for. And so clients come to us and they've been on this journey and they've tried all these different things. They've gone to doctors, they've gone to the specialists, and they're not getting answers to what's going on with them, but they're still not feeling good. And so you can start to kind of feel like, is it me? Is it all in my head? And I promise you it's not. We know our body's best. You know what's going on with your system. If you're not feeling normal, something's feeling off, you're not feeling right. That doesn't mean that you're crazy or that there's anything wrong with you if you're not getting answers. It means that you need to keep looking and find another person. And I absolutely have experienced this in the past as well. I was put on the birth control pill to try and regulate my hormones. Ended up having side effects because of that that were pretty detrimental. I lived through autoimmune, actually multiple autoimmune over the span of my life. I had MS. I had some autoimmune thyroid stuff. I had many different things. And I went to my doctor, and the answers that I got, I often wouldn't get an answer. And if I did, it was kind of the end for me when I had a gynecologist say to me, "Oh, you've had no period for 5 years. It's probably all in your head." What? Really? So that's where it kind of led me into the natural way of doing things from a personal perspective. And when I started to see the difference that natural health and that frequency medicine and nutrition testing can do for a person in terms of helping them get better, that's what led me to the path of forming Aligned Natural Health and helping hundreds of people figure out their health problems as well, because I've experienced it, I've lived it. I know what it's like to not get answers and to be told that there's nothing wrong with you when you really know that there is. And so, what is the difference? When you go for blood work, ultimately they're comparing you to everybody else. They're comparing you to a reference range. And if you fit within the reference range, you're considered normal. But what if it's not normal for you? What if that blood pressure range, what if that thyroid range, what if any of those indicators, any of those markers that are considered normal are not normal to you? Your body's not functioning properly. Well, then what do you do? What does that mean? And if you're not getting help, that's where the frequency medicine is different because we're testing your body. Everything is energy. Everything is frequency based. Even the supplements, we use homeopathic supplements, we use herbal supplements. Every single thing on this planet has a frequency to it. And organs that are functioning well, glands that are functioning well in the body, tissues that are functioning properly are going to be a different frequency than ones that are not. And so when we test people, we can figure out where are the areas that are not functioning optimally. And then the cool part here is that where medicine doesn't dig into, which was a frustration for myself in the past too, is why? Why are these things happening? Why do you have night sweats? Why do you have crazy heavy periods? Why do you have heartburn no matter what you eat? Why are you bloated all the time? Why can't you sleep? Rather than just what can you do about it, which really is a band aid, why is it happening? What's the cause? So we use the frequency to figure out the frequency of, is there the frequency of mold in your system, or heavy metals, or bacterias, or parasites, which is something we see very commonly, even though it's not considered something that's prevalent in North America. But if you look into it and you start doing some Google searches with parasites, and Amanda has talked about this in the past, parasites, and for me, I searched parasites and MS and was amazed what came up. So search anything that you're dealing with. Parasites can be a thing. This is not telling you to self-diagnose. This is telling you that there are deeper reasons why you're dealing with the things you're dealing with. I was talking with a gentleman this morning who was saying how he hurt his foot at work and it hasn't healed for like 5 months, almost 6 months now. And it's like it's starting to get worse and starting instead of starting to get better. Physio is not helping. So we can test to see what's the cause of that. Is there an underlying infection? Which is always something I want to take a look at, is because your body is always trying to heal itself. And if it's not able to do so, if you're still having symptoms, if you're still having health challenges, why? What's the underlying infection? Parasites, like I said, is a really common one. Mold for hormones. Mold is a really common one. It's really tough for the body to clear mold on its own and function properly if these things are living in your system. Mold and EMFs have a really kind of interesting dance between the two of them, where when you're exposed to EMFs, mold growth like grows out of control. If you remember Chernobyl, the only thing that survived and actually thrived after the radiation from that world event was mold, and it actually thrived. So there are lots of things that are going to stop your body from functioning the way it's supposed to. And if you're not trying to figure out what those are, you're never going to truly get better. So that's why I love frequency testing. We use vials. I don't think I have one up here. We use vials to test and see the causes. What are the causes that your body is indicating this is a problem for me? So, like I said, mold, heavy metals, parasites, bacteria, viruses. There's so many different things, plastics, radiation. And then we can figure out what's the supplement that's going to help your body get back into balance, because we need to clear these toxins or you will never be optimally healthy. When the body has toxins in your system, this is a big reason why people, especially perimenopause women, myself in the past as well, can deal with weight gain around this time of life, because you've been exposed to 40, 45, 50 years of toxins in your environment, and the body's not able to clear them properly, then it will tuck them into your fat cells to keep you safe. If you think about it, it's a brilliant system. The body knows, like, whoa, that's going to hurt me. If I let that toxin just roam free in your system, it's going to end up in other organs. glands, your brain. It can end up in your lungs. It can end up in your heart tissue. It can end up in your pancreas, your liver. It can end up anywhere. And so the body will take those toxins and tuck them into your fat cells to keep you safe. But then this is problematic if you're finding that the weight's coming on and you're trying to get rid of it. And ultimately, for overall health, we want to make sure that the body is clearing toxins properly. We have a brilliant system. Our liver and kidneys are very important for detoxification, and they do a really good job. But in today's world, we're dealing with so many things that the body can't handle it on its own. And when you notice that, or you will notice that when symptoms start to come up, your barrel becomes full and starts to overflow. And that's when we know that there's a problem because there's symptoms. And so this is where with frequency medicine, we can test and tell you why. What's the reason you're having the symptoms that you're having? And what does your body need to help them go away? We've helped, as I said, over 100 people with all kinds of different ailments and issues that they couldn't find any solution for with the regular doctor because they weren't trying to find the cause. The root cause is the important place to start. And when you give the body the support it needs to function properly, the body's going to heal on its own. The body is amazing and is always trying to do that for you. But when you get in the way, or when things are getting in the way of it, it's not going to be able to do that. So anyways, I wanted to jump on today and talk with you about that because we have seen a bunch of new people throughout, which is typical. January is a really good time when people are like, the holidays were a train wreck or the holidays were great. Either way, it's a really good time to focus on your health and put some effort and energy back into you because often we spend so much time focusing on everyone else through December. And this is a good time to start putting effort and energy into yourself as well. And yes, workouts are really popular this time of year. Diets are really popular this time of year. But we need to figure out what's going on in you. Where does your body need help to clean things up and to function as it should? And then you won't have the issues that you've been dealing with. So if this is something that you're interested in, if you're someone who has been to a doctor, probably multiple doctors, and you're annoyed or frustrated or overwhelmed because you're not getting answers, you're not getting solutions, this is somewhere that we can help you. We offer an assessment at the beginning. That's 2 calls. They're 20 to 30 minutes each, and it's all about finding out more about you. I remember when I was young years ago, I guess, when I was younger, especially when I was dealing with the MS stuff, I would go into my doctor. I saw him once a year, one time a year, and I would go in there and I'd bring in a list. And he was like, "You have a list. Great." And he rolled his eyes. And it's like we should have so much more awareness of our bodies and so much more involvement in our health. And the way that the system is designed, we're not designed to be able to do that. And that's what we love being able to help our clients do. You should know what's going on with your body. You should know what's needed, what it needs to function properly again. You need to play an active role when it comes to your health and participate. And that's what really is going to lead to the best possible results. So if you're frustrated, if you're looking for some support or some help even to clean things up and to get your system functioning optimally again, send me a DM send me a DM. Or you could go to our website, which is alignednaturalhealth.com, and book an assessment with us. It's a great tool. As I said, you'll get 20 to 30-minute calls with us. We want to find out as much about you as possible because the more we know about you, the more we will be able to help you, the better we'll be able to help you. And that's what we all want, right? To live healthy and happy and continue for as long as we can throughout life. So if this is something you're interested in, go to our website or send me a DM. I'd be more than happy to help you. And I hope you have a wonderful January. Happy January 2nd. And it's Kate again from Aligned Natural Health. I'm here to help you